position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Johnson wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
We really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game. With all offseason, because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. defense in a bunch formation. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Taking a shot on the first play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab down the right side. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside. And then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver.
Turning it on! He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Put it in the window for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Fires into the end zone. Looking to get it in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw at Simpson. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give to the tailback. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking for his man. Found the spot in the defense. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously, with zone coverage, he can come open. But man-to-man, I like my chances of a running back versus a linebacker. So nice job by the quarterback, nice job by the running back.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TD.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Arkansas! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Johnson looking to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Finally, on defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Caught behind the line. It's Anthony. Finds a crease at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. On to attempt the try.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson wants to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the right. Got him in the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Anthony. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pressure coming. Forced out of the pocket. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. of the shotgun. They go to the ground. There he goes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air. It's Simpson. Pulls it in. It's Anthony. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hill. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. All alone as he catches it. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to get the corner. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here comes the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got it. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got a man. It's Snow. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
Johnson wants to throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rodgers. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it down the left side, and he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw it again. He'll take another shot here. Makes a grab on the shot. Touchdown, Arkansas. They move on top here in the fourth. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You've got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Navy handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Johnson looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Snow. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. first down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Johnson wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
The Trojans send out the punt unit. Kick is in the air. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off play action on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. At the 40, there he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Throws it back. Trying to make magic with his feet. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Razorbacks are flying down the field.
this squad, man, looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start.
Off 15.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Gashing the D on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown USC.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pulls it, fired complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Simpson. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. On the move. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.